Yeah. What we're presenting today is the Liftmaster 8500.
We got something real special for you guys today.
Yes, we do.
And it's the jack shaft opener, is that right?
Yes.
Side mount.
The side of the garage door?
And we've got a special unboxing and review.
Yeah.
So this is exactly how it comes from the garage door company, just like that. No extra packaging, it just came UPS like this and came pretty good. No dents or dings.
Yeah.
And it's looks like it's very well stapled.
Yeah.
Shut. They don't use packaging tape. And Wayne's gonna open it up here.
I was just covering your name for safety purposes, and
oh, thank you, appreciate that.
You want everyone to know on YouTube where you live.
They can come visit.
And then get 3 pass-through mongromets.
That's right. So we see those staples are holding pretty good.
Yes, they are.
Don't be afraid to tear into it if you need to.
Yeah. Some people like to save their boxes. I'm not one of them.
No, I won't save it.
Whoops.
I have to say Liftmaster does a good job with the staple of the box.
As you can see, there's one of them.
Be careful with those staples, they'll cut your feet if you leave them on the rug.
Yes, and you got some thick carpeting. Trying not to. Like this one, for example.
Ah, the first reveal.
Yes. Let's set this on your plastic mat so it's
Sure.
sealable.
What do we got there?
Warning instructions.
Ah, that is important. Oh, the warning. Do not install this unless you're... No, I'm kidding. They're talking about the MyQ programming type thing in 3 different languages. So that's apparently important because that's right on top, front and center.
But that's not what we're going to do with it.
We'll set that aside and read it later if we need to.
Oh, and they give you a receipt. Nice, with a sticker so you can stick it. But
oh, that's very nice of them.
I don't know how much you're really going to want that.
How'd they get that in the box if it was stapled shut from Liftmaster? They must have stuffed it in the side or something.
Yeah, that's my guess. I have no idea. There's more wire. But good thing we ran our own wire.
Now, folks, take a moment and just appreciate for a second how Liftmaster has this packaged.
Yes.
They do a really good job. Oops. They've got... Oh, I thought
You deleted it or something?
No, it's still rolling. So they've got everything compartmentalized here, and it looks like it's in some kind of intelligent order. They've got your... some of the electronics here.
Yeah. The collar for the opener.
Oh, the hardware.
Yeah. Cable tension wire.
Cable.
Which we put brand new cables on the door, so we're not worried about any cables snapping anytime soon.
That's true. And then
we can just set this out if you want, and then you got your door brackets.
Oh, the door brackets, that's important. And that's compartment number 1.
Yeah. Well, they don't have a number, but yeah. You could
or it could be number 3. Whichever the case. But this is definitely number 2.
Yeah. And then the receiver.
The receiver.
Yes, one remote, which is... Hang on, guys. I know this number. 893 max.
Ah, that's a nice one. Now, folks, as an aside, for a Christmas present, I actually, Wayne was generous enough to give me a keychain 890 max remote. This thing is awesome. It goes on your keychain. It's about the size of a little key fob. And what's great about this, folks, is right now you might think, well, that's no big deal. I got this one. I don't need to... Why would I want the small one if I got the big one? This, let me tell you, there's a security reason why you never want to leave your garage door opener in your car. And if you keep your car outside, somebody can break into your car and voila, they have access to your garage door. This one here sits on your keychain, and when you take your keys in your pocket, it goes with you. So just a little security thing.
Advice.
Yeah.
And then you got your 888 LM.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
And it's an illuminated button, push button, and I think it's got the learning capability right on the panel, so you don't have to climb up on a step ladder anymore and learn the remotes. Beautiful design by Lift.
Yes, as you'll see more function as this, we do the install at some point soon.
Yeah.
It won't be the night, but it'll be within the next few days.
Exactly.
And then we got your extra wire, which we already took care of. We don't need that.
That's right. Yep.
That was a fun project.
Yeah, running wire through the attic. Always a good fun.
Yes, especially down here in Florida.
Fortunately, my friend Scott came through with a snake. Okay.
Yes, yes. Two safety eye things you put at the bottom of the door.
Ah, yes. And folks, some people in a jam, if they don't run these, I've seen where they're taped together. And that's good if you're in the doors in test mode, but you never want to run without these sensors. They're there for a reason, and they do keep the door safe.
Unlike me, I kind of broke the code a little bit, and then you get your mounting brackets for them.
Yeah.
Which you'll see later on in the video, like I said.
Oh,
There's that.
Nice.
The most important part, the door security lock.
Ah, yes. This is the part I can't wait to see. I'm very curious how this works.
We can unpackage it if you like.
And just to explain to people, give them some background on this opener is a jack shaft opener, meaning there's no actual connection to the door like the conventional opener. You've got the overhead bar that connects. Right. So for security, if you need something to lock the door. And this is, it's
got a little throw bolt.
This mounts to your rail and throws a bolt out in the rails. And
and then your rollers can't go.
Interferes with the roller, so you can't manually open it. And after we get this installed, you'll see what we mean about how this is critical for, And
then you got a template you stick on the side of the track.
Securing the door. Yes. It's a nice template they give you.
You get two of them just in case you make an error.
Ah, of course.
Yes.
Because we're men, what do we measure once and drill twice or something? Yes, I forget how it works.
Exactly. Exactly. So there's that.
That's a substantial piece of hardware, by the way, folks. That's like as big as a...
We're going to wrap her back up so we don't...
I mean, yeah, that thing is substantial. It's about as big as a hard drive, like an old school hard drive. Not the new ones.
So I'll lose all the packaging.
So far, we're very impressed with the way this
was
packaged and shipped, and everything seems to be in its place.
Yes. And then your mounting hardware, which we're not going to open the bag because it's got all the parts and bolts we need.
And they did provide staples, which is nice.
See how that goes when we go to nail it.
And the infamous Liftmaster ripcord, which I call it, for when power goes out.
Yes. This probably happens.
Okay, folks, that was an important move here. So Wayne just removed the one box.
What houses all this?
Which exposes the
machine itself.
The main event.
Yes, and then can't forget your instructions. They got it all packaged once again, folks. We're not going to open it. You'll see that at a later date time when the machine goes in. And of course, they always give you the safety label.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be like that guy with the garage door falling on your back.
I wouldn't nail this on the side of my wall, and I don't think he will either.
That man had a bad day. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
Yes.
Now wait, before we get there, there is a smaller box here. Is that just to fill the empty space, or is there anything in there?
Oh, there's something in there.
Or maybe whatever order you think is the best to...
No, I think it'll be easy to get this out and try to fight the machine. And what do we got in this box, folks? And remember, I have one of these machines on my garage, so that's why he has this machine.
Oh, that's right. I bought it because he had one. Oh, this is the remote light.
Yes.
Because this is a jack shaft opener, you don't have a light built into the opener. Since this mounts on the side of the wall by the door, you have nothing overhead. And so this light somehow...
mounts on your broad ceiling.
Yes, it mounts on the ceiling, and it has its own built-in wireless protocol that it communicates with the opener, apparently.
Yeah.
That's...
there's the antenna right there for it.
Ah, okay.
Right there.
And that is through a technology called PFM, which stands for Pure Freaking Magic.
I don't know if you actually know that, or we just pulling that one up. But there's that. And then you got your lens. So we'll put all the hardware back so we don't lose it. So the day we go install... Oh, what happened to the hardware? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that would be me, for sure.
So we're going to just put all that back in here.
Be calling Liftmaster saying, "Hey, you forgot to ship some hardware."
Yeah. Well, no, sir. It was all in the box. You must have lost it all.
That's right.
Did you see the staples? Set that off to the side. And then when we get done with the video, we're going to somehow have to put this all back in there. And
okay.
then, do we want to pull the machine out of the box?
Sure, yeah. No, we got to get it out and show the fans.
Yes.
Because this is what they've all been waiting for, so
Might as well, right?
we don't want to disappoint them.
Oh, wow.
Look at the way that's packaged. There's no way that's going to break when they ship it. That's substantial cardboard, too.
I mean, look how thick it is, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
How they didn't spare...
They didn't spell the cardboard on that, and they got it all wrapped up, so...
Yep. Nice job on that. And they didn't use styrofoam, which is nice, because the cardboard is apparently better for the environment than the styrofoam.
Yes, I can't stand when they use styrofoam. That... Actually, I'm kind of glad they got... The older ones, when people were saying they actually did use styrofoam, which I'm kind of glad they got away with that, because, like you say, it's not really good for the environment.
Yeah.
Well, we want to be sure we can put this back in here. To be honest, I didn't really take the time to package mine like this. I kind of just ripped it apart.
And this is a beautiful red paint job on here.
Which should match nicely with your
yeah,
with your red scene.
It's actually, you know, and I think they chose red. A lot of guys have red toolboxes, and
Yeah.
it's just the red looks really sharp, and it kind of goes with every other color. But there it is. Look at that. It's a beautiful... And what's the housing made out of? Is it sheet metal? Sheet metal, okay.
Yeah.
And is this is explain? Well, I'm not sure how that shaft works, but that piece. That's right, that piece.
Early in the video, we pulled. I think this is one of the first items we pulled out. This. I'm not going to do it because you'll see it once again when we get into it. This will slide over the that.
And it can
we could unwrap it and just show them, but I don't know if you would be.
No, go ahead. And I believe it can go on either side, right? Depending on if you want a left or right hand mount.
Right. That's.
They have the same shaft runs right through the machine to the other side.
So whatever side you want to put the machine. And then here's the little collar thing.
Oh, look at that. Let's get a nice close-up of that. That's what makes this whole thing work, this piece.
Yeah. Half of this goes on the torsion tube. This half goes on the... This.
On the motor shaft.
Yeah. And if you had your torsion tube, which you'll see later on when we go to install it, won't be... But then you slide your tube in there, and then you clamp this down on it. And these bolts are what holds it.
And one of the first questions that I asked about this device to Wayne, when he's installed these things before, is, does this thing have enough grip on the torsion tube to actually turn it? And he said there will be more than adequate grip because of the way it's designed. And
then it's got little set screws in the back. I don't know if you folks are going to be able to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yep. And then there's that. You were curious what day this was made, so we'll review that too.
Oh, yes. Because you don't want your inventory to lose its freshness. So you always want to check expiration dates, right? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, this thing is set to expire in 2 days and 1 minute.
That's right. So Wayne's going to show us. I was asking him.
Oh, and this is a notification from Liftmaster.
What does it say? Do not exceed 10 door operations per hour. Oh, that's if you're paranoid and you keep opening and closing your door, I guess. It's good to know. Because I actually opened mine 9 per hour, so I'm glad I made it.
Yeah. I don't know if they're talking about with 9 that open and closes within an hour or every hour. I don't know. It's kind of...
I bet it has something to do with the overheating the motor.
The motor. Now, can we see?
Here we go. So, here we go. Manufacture date. Oh, look at that. December 1st, 2016. That was just made last month. Yeah, last month. Wow.
Yeah, the end of the year. Mine was in the middle of the year.
And these are made in Mexico. Unfortunately, they're not made in the USA, but they're also not made in China, which I guess Mexico is a little bit closer to home than China.
I guess so. You got all the inventory, then when we get done with the video, we'll pack all this back up in its home.
And folks, we just so you know, we are not getting paid by Liftmaster at all to do any of these reviews.
Yes.
We're just doing it because we're interested in it, and we really, appreciate and enjoy the way they're designed, and their products are really good, and we've been using them over the years. But no way are we getting paid. But
we wish, but
if Liftmaster wants to pay us, I have no problem with that.
Yeah. No, I don't either.
They can send me a new opener once in a while, and
Yes,
I'll
yes.
try it for free
Yes.
and do a review on it.
Yes.
So there you have it.
Yeah, there you go, folks. And look forward to the install video.
Yes.
Because that'll be coming soon. I'm not going to say when, but it'll be soon.
Soon. Within the next day. I need it by this weekend, so it'll be before then.
It could be earliest tomorrow night, or be no later than Sunday night.
Yeah. One thing I do want to point out with this machine, because this goes on the door near the top, either left, right side of the door, you need to have an outlet or some kind of electrical power there.
Yeah, as you'll see later in the next video, we'll show that all off.
Yeah, because the outlet over your head or over the top where normal garage door openers, I mean, this cord here is only a 6-foot cord. It won't reach. So you obviously can run an extension cord across your ceiling. That would look horrible.
Yeah, not highly recommended. Actually, it's against code to do that.
Right, that's true. I guess it would be. So last weekend, what we did was we installed an outlet over on the right-hand side of the door, and I happen to need an outlet over there anyway.
Yeah.
And then we also had to run some low-voltage
wire
because for the push-button switch, it was not long enough. The one that's by the interior door of the house, it terminated where the old opener was. And if we install a conventional opener, we would have been able to use it. But this opener here is another 15 or 20 feet farther away. You could splice the wire to the old one.
To the new one. You could do it, but I wouldn't recommend doing it.
We didn't want that, so we went to Home Depot. We got some high-quality thermostat wire, which is the same gauge as this. I actually think it's a little bit heavier. And it's solid core copper. And we had a friend come over with a wire snake, and we snaked a new wire down through the wall and then over the garage ceiling and then down to where this will be located. So the whole garage is pre-wired. Hopefully the rest of the install will go smoothly.
Yeah. Just trying to tuck this in here so we can put it back.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah. There's the review of the unboxing. So
Yes.
rate it, make comments, and subscribe. And stay tuned for the install video.
Yes.